she's got her new bits on it. Welcome to Podpadstudios and the new improved Tiffany. So, new lighting, bit of pink going on here. Might be a few more little pink bits I add. So she's got all the new movement in her head, much more articulate. And of course, most important, she has now got fully armed articulated guns. Look, 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 look. Once we get these programmed, it'll be really good because she can move these around however she wants. And then the pièce de résistance. Is that the right way of saying that? Yeah, right. Basically, she won't shoot you anymore. She'll bubble you to death.
Firing.
Do you think that's enough bubbles? No, I think we maybe need some more, yeah? Yeah, I think we should up the bubbles. Obviously, we've still got the bubble machine at the front. So I think that one combined with these ones. More bubbles? Yeah, okay, I'll add more bubbles.
Deactivated.
So, Mrs. Breaker, what's wrong?
Oh, my back is gone, it's gone, I can't.
So I'm doing a few upgrades on things. Now, I thought I'd just get them all out here. It's a reasonably nice day, although, to be honest, it's completely freezing cold, and that's why I've got my hat on. I've been doing some updates on this one here. Now, basically, I had spare tyres at the side. I've moved all those out, and I put oil cans and fuel tanks in that one. And I've got a slightly bigger smoke system on that one now because it looks really good when it kind of churns out lots and lots of smoke. And I've been playing with that one, trying to get black smoke as opposed to white smoke, and a little bit more difficult. This one is nearly done. As you can see, I've changed I'm doing a lot more work on the weathering, on the painting, so it's dulled down a bit now. It's got a better colour to it now. What I am doing, two things I'm doing on this one. First thing is I'm not happy with the spring rate on this one. It's reasonable, but it's quite firm. So what I'm thinking is you probably can't see it from there because I'm so far away from the camera, but changing the spring rates. So adding new coilovers onto this one, trying to get it a little bit softer, give it a bit more travel. Whether it's going to work or not, I don't know. The other thing that I've been doing with this one, which I did play around with and now I've done it, and again, it's probably virtually impossible for you to see there from the distance away, but we're using a piece of software called Mission Planner, which is part of the Aru Pilot software, or Aru Rover. Now, what this basically means is in here, we've got telemetry that links from here, via the antenna here, back to the machine here. We've got GPS positioning. So basically what it means is we can program in waypoints on the computer and basically send it off autonomously on waypoints, which is quite cool. I was playing around with that tech on Tiffany for a while, but then I got a little bit nervous because Tiffany's about 350 kilos. This isn't. This weighs in around about, well, actually I need to get it on the scales, but it's probably going to be about 120, 150 kind of kilos. But I've played around with it and it will go off on waypoints, which is really, really cool. So that's what I've been doing with that one. Also, we've got a camera system in here now. So again, really difficult to see from there, but basically what it is a camera inside that tracks left and right. So it looks like the driver's head looking inside. And because it's looking through the windscreen, you get that kind of driver's eye view, which looks really, really good. And I've obviously, like I said, added a bit more detailing, and there's a little bit more detailing to do yet, but we're nearly there on that one. This one is causing me a severe pain in the backside at the moment, and actually that one is as well. And I know what the problem is, but I've got to try and solve that problem. I recently changed these and moved to more powerful speed controllers because obviously I had a bit of a blip with this one, and we've gone to the Sabre 60 amp speed controller on this one. Now, on these two, they use the 33 amp speed controllers because obviously the Cytron speed controllers, because they're using dual motors. This is only using a single motor, even though it's four-wheel drive through a single motor. These using dual motors, so dual motors and four-wheel drive. These two have, well, this one syncs up fairly well on the sound. These two are struggling. That one needs a bit of tweaking, but this one is just a pain. The new speed controller has added so much more speed to the motors. It goes much, much faster. And I can't sync up the sound. And it's becoming a real pain, and it's really getting on my nerves at the moment. I really like the speed controllers. I use the ESS dual speed controller, sound controllers in these ones, and obviously I modify it. But it's that sync problem, so it might be that I have to move away from those and move to different sound control units. It just doesn't quite work, but I'll get there. I got there on that one, but as I said, this is a bit problematic at the moment. We're going to be at the REME model show this weekend, so I'm going to be driving them around then, so hopefully I'll get it all sorted. Taking a smoke. That's kind of what I've been working on. Got to get more work on that, got to get more work done on that, got to get more work done on that. That one's actually going to have a new trailer as well, because I actually like the original trailer. I think it was quite cool, but I can make it so much better. And obviously this one, this is just phase one of this build. There is phase two of this build, which you kind of got, I think about 3 or 4 videos ago, I showed you what I was doing with the fifth wheel on the back here. So this has got something special to be added to that one. But as I said, suspension, sound, they've got to be sorted for these. What else are we doing? Well, we've got, I mentioned about the Batmobile. Now, I'm not going to tell you any more about that because I'm going to save that for kind of future updates, but we are going to do something with a new Batmobile. We've got some ideas, and like I said, I'll give you a little bit more information as we move on a little bit further into the project. But yeah, it should be quite exciting and something completely new. Meanwhile, I'm going to sit here, I'm going to stand here, I'm going to lean here against, well actually I can't lean here, can I? Because I'll be in the water. I'll have to lean over here against the rocks and admire the view. Anyway, I better go and do some work, I suppose.